Hi everyone, I'm Jarrod Brown from Build It, and I'm here today talking with Commercial Product Director for Australia and New Zealand for Stanley Black and Decker, Mathew Burke. Mathew, thanks for joining me today.
Not a problem. Thanks for having me, Jarrod.
Today we're talking about the latest tool storage system offering from Dewalt, the TOUGHSYSTEM 2.0 DLX, which I'm sure is going to perk up a few trade
EXL.
years. EXL,
Yeah.
sorry. Now Matthew is going to walk us through all the new features Dewalt is bringing to the table with this latest model, and how it can, in their words, revolutionise tool storage. But first, Matthew, can you just give our viewers a quick rundown on what the Tough System 2.0 is exactly?
Yeah, so we at Stanley Black and Decker, we launched under the DeWalt brand. Obviously, we launched the original Tough System modular storage system back in about ooh, 2011. I've been with the business for many years. I've been with the business for 23 years, and it's the first time we've done anything as innovative in storage solutions. At the time, if you think back, previous iterations of tool storage, people were using, plastic injection molded toolboxes, even traditional metal toolboxes, or even back to wooden totes. And the Tough System really revolutionised the way people use storage on the job site. So it was the first system that was modular, and it was the first system pretty much designed from the ground up for bigger, bulkier power tools, designed to be fully portable. Now, a couple of years later, we launched a different system called T-Stack. So Tough System was very much for the more riggers at outdoor, heavy commercial job sites. T-Stack was a little bit more, let's call it internal, focus more around internal trades like plumbing, electricians, etc. And we followed up with the Tough System 2.0 in, I think it was 2022. But DXL is pretty much the, let's call it the pinnacle of system storage. You know, we were the first to market with a true power tool compatible modular system based storage, which revolutionized the market. And DXL basically is just the pinnacle of it. And DXL offers pretty much all of the same modular benefits as Tough System 2.0 on a bigger, grander scale. So it's tougher, it's bigger, it's 360 degrees, as in you can store product on both sides. Bigger wheels, built for all terrain, built with a lockable or a locking bar for increased security. But it's also designed to be a fully portable workbench. So you're effectively taking the workbench out of the workshop onto the job site.
Right, okay, so like you're just saying there, it's portable. It's quite a bulky unit. Is it made to be transported from site to site, or does it just live in the
Absolutely, yeah,
workshop?
absolutely. It's pretty much a, let's call it a hybrid of portable work solutions and a static workshop solution. You think both of those storage systems both have benefits. I think really probably the closest that you would get to it is the kind of old school metal roller cabinet type storage solutions that you would see in the workshop. Now they're great because they offer a really good way of organizing all your products. You know, you have all these different drawers and you can keep smaller tools in the top drawers. And then when you get down to the bigger, bulkier items, you can keep them in the bigger drawers. The problem with those units is that they're not particularly portable. They're made of metal, thin sheet steel, so they dent very easily. They're also quite heavy, so they're difficult to get in and out of the workshop onto a ute and then out on the job site. So I guess Tough System DXL is, let's call it a modern equivalent of that. So it's fully portable. Yes, it's heavy, but it breaks down into smaller modules. So you can assemble on the van, you can keep it disassembled off the van, or you can take it off in component parts and then build it on the job site. It has big all-terrain wheels, so once it's off the ute, then again you can wheel it around the job site, no drama.
Beautiful. And say for traders who have bought a tough system in the past, or they already have a toolbox or a workbench, what kind of upgrades have come with the DXL unit that kind of addresses some of the biggest complaints workers have had in the past?
Look, I think first and foremost is the portability. So this system has four wheels, four bigger all-terrain wheels. Previous iterations of the Tough system only had two, which made it, and smaller diameter wheels as well. So if you're wheeling it across a pretty uneven construction site, it could have been, yeah, it's better than an old school toolbox because it's fully portable. You don't have to carry it. But giving it four wheels, also lockable wheels, all-terrain wheels means that, across uneven construction site surfaces, it's fantastic to move things along. 360-degree storage as well, so you can have access to drawer systems on either side of the worktop. Also, additionally, it gives you the option to add a workbench to the top. So instead of it just being tool storage, it also becomes a static work surface. So if you're doing quick cuts, you can use it, clamp things to it, use it to lay out your plans, whatever you need to do. Also, it's bigger. So it's a lot wider than the existing TOUGHSYSTEM, as in, the name DXL kind of gives it away, but much more storage, which, you think about your average tradie apparently makes around 16 visits backwards and forwards to the ute every single day. So the more things you can cart out to the job site, to the place that you're doing the work, the better. Time is money. So if you've got everything to hand, you're effectively bringing the workshop to the job site rather than the other way around.
Well, bigger is always better.
Absolutely.
And you touched on a little bit before that Dewalt has kind of doubled down on the security features with their drawers. Is theft a major concern for tradies at the moment?
Always, it's not just in Australia, but theft has always been a concern, whether it's job site theft, as in, everybody has had things go missing from time to time on the job site, whether it's, crafty workmates, whatever it might be, but things do get stolen. And again, even theft from vehicles is increasing every year as well, not just in Australia, but the world over. So this system absolutely adds to the amount of storage that you can apply, the amount of security that you can apply to a storage solution. Of course, it's not going to stop somebody stealing the whole box, but by having a visual and physical deterrent of a metal locking bar that can be padlocked, it will at least act as a deterrent. And inevitably, particularly on the job site, when tape measures go missing daily, power tools left lying around again can go missing. So to have that lockable storage solution is a massive benefit.
Beautiful. And for anyone looking to pick up the DXL, obviously workbenches, toolboxes, they've been around for centuries at this point. When is there further that the TOUGHSYSTEM can be pushed in the future? Like, is there more upgrades planned on the way?
Yeah, so we're consistently innovating. Again, I go back to 2011. If you think about what metal storage looked like, what job site tool storage looked like pre-2010, we're only talking 14 years ago, and it's evolved in such a very short space of time. Nobody had modular storage systems up until that point, and pre that, injection molded plastic toolboxes, even wooden totes. You'd see people with soft bags, canvas bags, etc. on the job site, which they're all very well and good. They all serve a purpose, but they're quite difficult to carry backwards and forwards. They don't stack, they don't connect. So TOUGHSYSTEM was absolutely the first step in a modular system direction. Our storage team in particular is probably one of the most innovative in our business. Stanley Black & Decker, we're incredibly big business when it comes to tools, lots of different brands, but our storage, what we call strategic business unit, is full of great minds, and those guys are constantly looking to push the barriers and stretch the boundaries of what storage may become in the future. And for us, DXL right now is the pinnacle. It's given us additional size while still maintaining the option to connect previous iterations of TOUGHSYSTEM. So it's fully modular, bigger size, all those bells and whistles and features and benefits. But for us, the next generation is about how storage can be integrated and how it can, further benefit the life of the modern tradie in terms of how it can integrate outside of just becoming a workstation and a method of carrying tools to and from the job site. So we're looking at things like, how does it integrate with the transport system, for instance? How does it integrate with the ute? How does it integrate with other products? How does it integrate with the power tools? And how can it make life easier? And again, sustainability is always front of mind. How can we make the product more sustainable, not just through the manufacturing process, but also at the end of life as well? So without giving too much away, we're constantly innovating in terms of how do we add to an ever-growing ecosystem of modular storage products.
Awesome. It sounds like you guys are doing exciting stuff.
Yeah. It's again, it's one of, and it has been one of the most, let's call it, successful product ranges for our business. I've been in this business for about 20-something years, and pre-TOUGHSYSTEM, storage was a pretty bland category. It was different iterations of metal toolboxes with 6 drawers, 7 drawers, 5 drawers, etc. And different iterations of plastic toolboxes, and so modular systems really shook it up, and it's great to see the DXL absolutely at the forefront of what systems can hold.
Awesome. Now I'm going to put you under a little bit of pressure. If you had to
Well,
sum it up into one sentence, what would be the main reason that tradies go out and pick up a Tough System 2.0 DXL?
one sentence. Look, it's bigger, it's better, it's tougher. It does everything that you could possibly want in a storage system, and it looks amazing. I mean, let's face it, it looks super tough, right? It's sometimes I know it's not one sentence, but I think
Close enough.
sometimes the tools that people use, represent their attitude on the job site as well, right? I think if somebody turned up at your house to fix your tools, carrying the cheapest tool to fix something, cheapest tools available, things dropping out of a carrier bag, you wouldn't be too impressed, right? But I think sometimes, yes, of course, it's a product that's functional. It's a product that holds a maximum amount of product, which means it's great for productivity, but it also looks amazing. It's incredibly rugged and incredibly tough. So there's a million and one reasons that you would want to buy it.
Well, in my books, a Tough System sounds like a must buy for any workshop, to be honest. But Matthew, is there anything else you'd like to add about the product before we finish up?
Oh, look, I think it's again, when I look at the Tough System DXL, you try and draw comparisons, and of course, you can draw comparisons to modern modular storage. But to me, I think probably the closest comparison, as I said previously, is the old school metal roller cabinets that everybody has in their garage. They're great at doing a job in the workshop. They're terrible when they come out of the workshop onto the job site because they just don't last. For me, the Tough System DXL has very, very similar, if not better, weight capacity. It's priced around about the same, but is also job site tough. So again, what it comes down to for me is you're actually taking the workshop to the job site, which in terms of productivity, time saving, ease of transport, and also speed. If you know where everything is, everybody knows where everything is in the workshop. When you throw everything into a toolbox, it becomes a lot more difficult to locate that pesky drill bit or that chisel or that hammer because everything's thrown in, mixed up, and it's also quite dangerous when you're going into a toolbox and there's sharp implements hanging around, knives with a blade sticking out, sharp screwdrivers. So to have everything organised, yes, it's not just about everything being nice and in its place. It's about productivity and safety first and foremost. So if you can take the workshop to the job site, everything's done quicker, cleaner, faster, more efficiently. You work better, you earn more money.